Hi, welcome to Paint from Your Soul. I just wanted to do a short video to talk you through the process of finding a reference photo that we're going to use to transfer onto our canvas, and then we're going to paint. So it's much easier if you can get this done at home before you come on the workshop. First of all, I will talk briefly about vision. So it would be good to tune into your life at the moment and maybe see what themes are emerging. And we can do this in many ways. Like, you could sit with an oracle deck and pull an oracle card and then reflect on what that card means to you at this time and what are the themes that it's bringing up. So for example, I pulled a card the other day which was about awakening and which was about leadership and becoming a leader. And so I can take that, which is something I'm definitely reflecting on in my life right now, and then I can think about or even ask for what are some symbols, what are some physical representations of that theme that I could paint to express my journey at this time that I'm going through. So I'm just kneeling down and yep, just got a bit uncomfortable there. Yeah, so it can be really good to actually ask for these symbols to come to us, because a lot of this imagery that we're going to create will come to us through our higher mind, and sometimes it doesn't seem to be clear, and that's okay too. So if you've felt into it and you've felt into what are the themes in your life and there's no vision kind of coming, then don't worry. You can just start with one powerful image. I usually suggest a portrait is a really good place to start. So you can also just find an image that attracts you. So look on Google. So this is one that I used, and this was when I wasn't really sure what I wanted to paint one time. It was actually on a workshop and I was doing a demonstration, and then it turned into this beautiful painting of a woman in the Andes Mountains with the hummingbirds, and kind of became about a time that I spent there. But it did not start like that. So I just got this photo from the internet and I printed it onto this A4 paper. You could equally print it onto an A3. I have suggested you get canvas that's about an A3 size. So if you feel like you want the face to cover the whole canvas, then print it onto an A3. Otherwise, if you want it to be just a smaller part of the canvas, print it. This is going to be the size it's going to be, basically. So, let's see if I've got an example. Yeah, well, here's some that for the hummingbird painting, and these are some that I printed onto A3 as well, because I wanted to get a specific size. So for like leadership, for example, I mean, symbols that come to me are like maybe like a crown, or something to do with empowerment. Like a lion is an animal totem, a symbol that I relate to a lot as a Leo. So yeah, if any of these come to you, then just start collecting. You can collect more than one photo, but make sure that it's a good clear photo. So good focus, black and white is ideal for the kind of technique I'm going to teach you, because we're not going to jump straight into color. I prefer a photograph to a painting generally, because then we're learning from life how to render an image through paint, and something with a good gradation of tones. This one's pretty good. You can see here, like, there's more dark under the chin, around the lips, and then there's sort of light on the cheek, and there's these greys in between, and there's sort of dark here. So you want a good range of tones in the face, or in the image. So yeah, I suggest people's faces are good. Make sure it's a good size, not tiny, because that's really hard to work. animals can be lovely to work with, and yeah, symbols. We can even, if you see like a landscape that really inspires that you want to put in the background, or even if you do want to do a landscape as your main thing, then that's also a possibility. Just make sure that the size fits the picture that you want to create, because we're going to what's the word? We're going to put it onto the canvas directly. I'm going to give you a technique to do that. Because this isn't a drawing class, it's a painting class, and we're focusing on the painting aspect, and it's very, it's very empowering to just be able to get that outline onto the canvas, and then we paint and we shape it, and we will create so much depth and beauty in it. So I hope that helps. If you do have any questions, excuse me, if you do have any questions before the workshop about creating a vision, and it can also be something you've already had an idea about, it could be a dream that you've had, something that you want to manifest in your life. That's a really beautiful thing to do. There can be so many options, and there's no wrong option. That's the beauty. And like when all else fails, then what I do is I call Googling God or the universe. I did this once for a painting. I closed my eyes and I just scrolled like that through my photos, and I put my finger on whatever photo I landed on, and I said, whatever I land on, I'm going to paint. And it turned out to be a picture of my face, and it turned into this very meaningful painting in the end. So they have a magical unfolding. It doesn't always make sense at the beginning. So I hope that helps, and I look forward to seeing you at the workshop with your printouts ready. It's really important that you have them with you. If you have any problems or any questions, please ask me before you come, and this will really help the course to move with grace and ease. Thank you so much, and I look forward to welcoming you very soon.